sixth, ninth, and sus chords. We've done our major chord shapes, we've done our arpeggios, and now we've done our seventh chord shapes. So now we're going to add our other extensions. So our other extensions, we have our sixth, ninth, and we call them sus chords, whether it's a 4 or a 2, a 9 or an 11. But basically, you're suspending the third. So we'll start there. So if you see a sus chord, it means suspension of the third. So it's not major, it's not minor, it doesn't say. So on both sides of the third, right, whether it's a major third or minor third, you have a second or the 9, and then you have the fourth, which is the 11. So you're choosing to play either one of those instead of the third. For example, you have a D major chord. If you lift up your second finger, you are suspending the third, and in its place, you're putting a 2 or a 9 or the E in D. And it sounds suspended, right? That's what sus chords sound like. The other thing you can do is the fourth. Like we said, we're going to suspend the third, but we're going to add the fourth. Now, this really sounds suspended. It sounds like kind of like you're stuck forward, Now, oftentimes, especially in open chord style songs, and especially using the D chord, you see people go back and forth between suspending whether it's a sus 4 or a sus 2 in the same song. It's very common to do exactly what I just did. The other chord type I want to talk about is a sixth chord. So a sixth chord, when you add the sixth, it can be major or minor, you're adding that sixth degree. So in A, we have an A major chord, right? Our sixth is going to be F sharp. So you literally have this F sharp triad with an A in the bass. Now you may remember with your relative majors and minors, F sharp minor is the relative major of A major, right? The relative minor of A major. So you're basically combining your relative major and minor scales into a chord shape. And it creates this very, very cool sound. I can go back and forth. It's cool because you're really focusing on this minor triad, but then your root note is saying something about A. Sixth chords are very cool. So when you're soloing over these, again, you can focus on your A major and all those chord tones, or you can really focus on that F sharp minor, the root of the sixth, and focus on those chord tones. It gives you a lot of very cool options. The last one we want to talk about is ninth chords. Ninth chords have a similar thing going on. So a 9, let's say I do E, right? A 9 in E is also going to be that F sharp, right? So if I do a regular 9 chord, if you just see E9, right, it's going to be an E7 chord, dominant 7th chord with the addition of a 9. And we know if we add a 9, then it's just regular E with a 9. But if we do E9, it's the one I want to show you, up top here, this top part, that's a B minor chord. It's a B minor triad. So this is really a merging of E7 and B minor. And that merging of those two gives you that quintessential funk sound. That. And we all know that sound. We all love that sound. And when you're soloing over it, same kind of deal. You can focus on your E7, right? You can focus on your B minor, and it really gives it that super cool funk sound. So below in the lesson, I have listed common voicings for sus chords, sixth chords, and ninth chords. There's a whole list of them up there. What I want you to do is post a video just jamming over these chords. Make up a progression utilizing these different chord shapes and see if you can come up with something cool. For example, like this. Sus, sus 4, 6. And practice soloing over it. Good luck.